everybody. Hello out there in social media land. I've had a few people ask me about doing a rig rundown of the equipment I use for my videos because they had a lot of questions about how I get the audio and from the track and all that into the video, and the drums sound so good in the mix, blah blah blah. So I was going to show you a little bit about how I actually do those videos. Check it out. First and foremost, the drums themselves. The kick and toms are a Mapex Horizon Series kit that I've had for years now. They actually have 2 extra rack toms over there, and I've used those on a couple of videos so far. Also, Zildjian cymbals, got A custom hats, A custom crashes, and a K custom medium ride, Vader sticks, DW hardware. DW lightweight hardware, see there. As far as snare drums go, I have probably the one I use the most is this one. It's a Rogers snare. Now this is, don't get too excited. This is a newer Rogers snare from around 2007 when Yamaha bought them. That whole merger wasn't very well received, so it wasn't a very expensive drum, but it is a very nice, dependable, versatile snare drum, so that's why I tend to use it the most on the road and so forth. I also have it outfitted with this S-hoop, which basically means the rim on the batter side of the head is bent over a little bit, so it creates more of a flat surface there. Helps to focus the tone of the drum, and it's also beneficial when it comes to playing rim shots and so forth. Like I said, that's the main snare I tend to use, but I also sometimes use this guy. This is also a very fun drum. This is a Tama SLP big black steel snare. It's a 14 by 8, so real deep. When I use it, I tend to tune it up pretty high to get a nice crack out of it, but also with a lot of body. So this drum is also one that I use quite a bit when I'm out on the road as well. Anyway, so over here is where the magic happens. So all my drums are mic'd up and ran into this board here. And likewise, I have an iPad dock here, a Focusrite iTrack dock. And this is what I'm using to run the track. So if I go into, oops, not that one. Go into here, those are all the tracks that I've been using. See that? And the output, well, I guess I should say all these tracks, the click is panned to the left, and the rest of the track is panned to the right. So I have the left output running to this, which is where my in-ears are coming out of, and the right side output of that running into here, channel 7 on the board. And as you can see, I have the headphone out from this running again into this little mixer. And like I said, this little mixer is what I'm using to run my in-ears. So you see I have a headphone cable coming out of that. It runs all the way and attaches here to the back of my throne. And then my in-ears, I run that back, down my shirt and plug into that. So what that allows me to do is it allows me to hear the click, but not the people listening to the video. Now, as far as the video goes, I'm running the outputs from this big board. It's very hard to see back here, but the outputs back there are running to this little guy, the Focusrite Solo interface. And I have, this is the left, and this is the right, I believe. That's just so they runs in their stereo. Now this particular interface is meant for iPhones and iPads. So it runs with a cord, and I'll come over all the way over here to show you, to this little tripod stand I have. My phone goes into that, which is what I'm holding right now. And this little guy, which is coming from the Focusrite interface, plugs into my phone, and that's what allows the audio from the board to go into my phone. For microphones, I use Shure mics. These are the Shure PG series mics here. I believe these are PG 56s, I think, something like that. I have that on there, and also there on the snare. I haven't used it in any videos yet, but I also have a vocal mic up there, which is a PG 57. I use a PG 52 on the floor tom. I guess I should say the PGA series. Now, it used to be called the PG series. Now the PGA series. And in the kick drum, I'll show you this little guy. Well, not so well really, but I use this. It's a Beta 91A boundary mic is what I use in the kick drum. I just put it there, lay it on top of the pedal, or not the pedal, the pillow, just like that. Drum heads, I use Evans. I've been using Evans pretty exclusively for the last many moons. In this particular case, I have an Evans ST on the snare. I a lot of times will use a power center reverse dot on the snare as well. Evans G2 clears on the toms, battered size of toms. The Rezo sides, I have Genera, just plain Genera Rezo heads on the bottoms of the toms, and a Evans 300 snare side on the bottom of the snare. I go back and forth between 300 and 500 bottom snares. And kick drum, it's an Evans EMAT heavyweight. Those heads are pretty beastly. I've had that one on there for quite a while and haven't had any problems with it or haven't changed it yet, so cool. Go Evans. So that's basically it in a nutshell, all the gear I'm using for my drum videos. I've been doing a lot of collaborations lately that'll come out in the next few weeks. And of course I'm still doing the drum covers by request, so if you have any requests, please let me know. I hope that answers some of your questions. If you have any more, feel free to DM me or PM me on Facebook or Instagram. And thanks for watching. See ya!